Is Jar Jar lame?
This is the way.
And this is Breakdown Beyond. Sentries of the Last Cosmos is from Season 2, Episode 23 of Batman Beyond. Original air date May 6, 2000. For today's Breakdown two-parter, we're celebrating the return of Mando with Batman Beyond's ridiculous but harmlessly fun tribute episode to Star Wars. And for today's Breakdown Part 1, we're also going to compare Mando's suit to the teched-out Beyond suit. So be sure to stay tuned for Part 2 of the breakdown as we look more at the episode itself, Sentries of the Last Cosmos. If you like today's Breakdown Beyond, please consider subscribing to the channel and click the notification bell so you don't miss any of our new content. Stay tuned for weekly and bi-weekly vid series, all about the futuristic Bat Beyond. So let's jump right into the Sarlacc pit of this breakdown. With The Mandalorian back for Season 2, we couldn't help but notice the similarities between Mando/Boba Fett's suit as compared to Terry's futuristic Batsuit. So here's your list of The Mandalorian v Batsuit Beyond. First, jet propulsion and flight ability. Terry's bat flight ability comes from his rocket-propelled boots and then the distinctive retractable red bat wings for gliding and control. In The Mandalorian, and just like Boba Fett and Jedi, Mando wears a jetpack on his back for flight. Though it seems like the Batsuit is better designed for nuanced piloting and movement just like a bat, whereas Mandalorians use their jetpacks in shorter bursts during battle. Next up is grappling. Among the numerous projectiles built into the Beyond suit forearms are grappling hooks and bolas. Much like our boy Mando and how the Fetts wrangle up bad guys with the retractable forearm grapnel wire. Both suits can of course use their grapnels for scaling large structures or hitching a ride on a nearby flying car, or TIE fighter. Moving on to the visor. Built into the iconic Mandalorian helmet is a high-tech visor, allowing the viewer to zoom in on distant enemies and scan large areas for both body heat and footprints. From ScreenRant.com, quote, "The helmet also has a sonic detector that allows Mando to listen in on sounds that are out of earshot, i.e. a conversation. Terry's built-in visor also detects body heat with an infrared sensor, night vision, and ultraviolet settings." This is from my co-host Eli Benson's very powerful Instagram, @Batman_Beyond_ fan page, so be sure to follow Eli for a detailed analysis and breakdown of Terry's Bat Vision on Instagram. And if you want to see a recent video from Eli, then click this link right up here for his recent episode called Facts of the Future. The Batsuit can also zoom in on faraway bad guys, and the vid link goes directly to old Bruce in the Batcave for guidance. And in terms of sound, Terry has an advanced microphone on his finger that when pressed against the glass window of a building, can listen in on faraway conversations inside. Next up is armor. Armor is the biggest difference between Mando's suit and the Batsuit Beyond. As we saw just a few weeks ago in The Mandalorian, Boba Fett's armor, worn by the ever-so-awesome Timothy Oliphant, is comprised of separate pieces, and then of course the helmet. All very similar to samurai armor. A great scene from the new Mando series is getting to see much deeper into the religious level of Mandalorian tradition and crafting their sacred armor. In super fun vid game fashion, Mando upgrades to an even stronger metal called Beskar, reminiscent of the legendary indestructible Hattori Hanzo steel in Kill Bill, whereas the Batman Beyond suit is quote malleable like regular clothing, capable of being folded to fit inside Terry's backpack. This is from the DC Comics fandom wiki page, and something we also see at the end of the series pilot, Rebirth Part 2. Yet as different as their forms, both suits are equipped with extraordinary armor, withstanding straight shots of lasers and projectiles. In addition, the Batsuit is, quote, completely fireproof, suggesting that the external layer is comprised entirely of a similar material to what Bruce's traditional cape was made of. That's once again from co-host Eli Benson. Speaking of capes, it's interesting that the Bat character in today's comparison doesn't have a cape, but Mando does. One of the most obvious distinctions between the traditional suit and Terry's suit is cape or no cape. With Terry's wings and flight ability, as well as the consideration of an upgraded suit, more agile and sleek, futurized fighter overall, the cape is no longer necessary. And if you believe the best defense is a good offense, next are laser projectiles. This is again from Eli. Terry's forearms have a laser shot. This can be seen in the episode Shriek when Terry is breaking out of the psych ward, and again in Once Burned when Terry is trying to escape Joker's hideout. And as we saw just this week, Mandalorians also have a laser shot from their super-powered forearms. And finally for Mando/Batsuit comparisons, Egg Baby Yoda. This one's really dumb, but just go with it for a second. A sci-fi powered super soldier has to fight outlaws in order to protect a helpless, adorable child. Well, one's much cuter and one's just a computerized egg. Just saying. Season 2, Episode 19 of Batman Beyond, Egg Baby Yoda. And again, be sure to stay tuned here at the channel. Please consider subscribing, ring that bell, so you'll be the first to know when we drop part 2 of this breakdown beyond. If you're new here, consider subscribing to the channel and share this video with other Bat fans beyond who would also like this kind of content. In addition to the Breakdown Beyond series you saw today, we also have a bunch of interviews here on the channel with cast and crew from Batman Beyond, including both Batmen of the future, Kevin Conroy and Will Friedle. So make sure to stay tuned to the channel for more interview content as well.